Alright, welcome back Ark fans. So this is going to be third video out of 3 videos of the announced unreleased dinosaurs. So this is what they've announced so far that's not released. Now we'll start here with the Pachyrhinosaurus. Now if you haven't watched the 2 previous videos, go back and watch those, but basically I'm just reviewing what they are and giving you a 1 out of 5 how excited I am for them to be released. So we got the Pachyrhinosaurus here. I went over this dino because this is coming out in patch 251, but we'll just go over it again. Basically it's a slightly smaller, if I read that correctly, slightly smaller than the trike early level pack dino that has a defensive capability of releasing a chemical hormone out of its nose, I guess, that seems to calm other dinosaurs down that attack it. But then it says, conversely, it can seemingly invert the phenomenon at will and induce creatures to become more aggressive towards it. So I guess on a few dinosaurs it can actually work the opposite, make them more aggressive. Pretty cool dinosaur. I like the look of the head, and there was an HD picture of it on the Ark website that looked really sweet. For this one, I'm going to give it a 3 or 4. I think I'll land on a 4, simply because it's an early level dino, so it's just a really cool looking early level dino that I think will be a cool replacement instead of I always have to go for the trike first for my first tame, but maybe this will be my new first tame on servers. So moving along, we're doing the final 7 dinos here, and I think at the end of the video I'll probably just tell you the 3 or 4 that I'm most enthused about. So next we got, secondly here, we got Pegomastix. Okay, so it says it's a very aggressive animal, but it's weak. It's an herbivore. I see this as kind of like another Dilophosaurus, so another really like bottom of the food chain type animal. Purpose of it seems like it doesn't have much of a purpose. It basically said it aids in farming here. It says kind of farming aid. Scavenging means it collects extraordinary quantity of seeds and berries while also handily gathering rare flowers, mushrooms, and other ingredients necessary to cook up unusual concoctions. So, I don't know. The dinos that collect seeds, I don't really think that's special. I collect enough seeds accidentally by collecting narco berries, so I'm going to give that a 2. Not too excited. It'll be nice to have another, low-level piece of shit dinosaur that's easy to kill, though. Third here we got the Perlovia. Now this is going to burrow into the ground, essentially creating a landmine. So this is pretty cool here. They announced this a while back. I got pretty excited about that, but it will not hibernate if a threat is near. So if you're already being attacked, you can't just set it to burrow into the ground. It has to be like preemptive. You've already had to plan that out. Not rideable, so you can't ride it. I don't know, pretty sweet. It's a cool idea. I mean, if you had a couple 3, 4 hidden in your base, burrow into the ground, I'm gonna give that a 4 out of 5, just because you can't ride it. It's pretty cool otherwise. This is one of the dinosaurs I'm most excited about. Excuse me. I'm about 6 or 7 beers deep, so you gotta might slur my speech here a little bit. Alright, so we got the Therizinosaurus? Therizinosaur? I don't know. Anyhow, this is probably the one I'm most excited for out of the 27. It's definitely in the top 3 or 4. Basically, it's a slow, solitary animal, but it says that the power of this animal rivals that of the T-Rex. It's an herbivore. As far as when it was first released, it seemed like they were saying it was a fiber collector. But it also shows a picture of wood here, and it kind of talks about, I think it talks about wood and thatch in the description, so it might just be like a fiber wood thatch collector. But it also says it rivals the T-Rex, so I mean, I'm pretty excited about that. So it's rideable, it's tameable. I think it says it doesn't carry a lot of weight though, so that's the one thing that's going to be kind of the drawback here of this dinosaur. But definitely cool looking. I'm going to feel like I'm riding a tauntaun. Alright, This is, oh, that I would give a 5 out of 5. Excuse me. So buzzed, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Okay, here we got the Thylacoleo. Now, this is an ambush predator, climbs trees. It also has that lockjaw attack, so when it attacks, it can lock you in the jaw and just keep attacking you. And it says it jumps. So, this is a solid 5 out of 5 dinosaur. The saber-tooth used to be, when I first played the game, it was my go-to combat mount. I thought it was just awesome. The wolf kind of replaced that, although I think there's benefits and drawbacks to each. But this thing's going to be fucking sweet. Just look at it. Look at the dossier here. A jumping tiger bear looking thing. I mean, it looks more like a cat to me, but it says it is a marsupial. So I think that's more or less like a bear type animal. So, really excited about this animal. Then we got the Troodon here. Now this, it says it's a pack hunter, hunts at night, very, very intelligent. Humans are its primary prey. Serrated fangs poisons and paralyzes you, and you tame them by feeding them smaller domesticated animals. So even though this is a small little guy, he's a pack hunter, he's very smart. His main attack is humans, which is just awesome in my opinion. And it's nocturnal. Like I said, I'd like to see more of this. Like animals that are specific to the night and day. The other thing is, when I first played Ark, I mean, I was scared shitless to even wander past my hut at night. When you get to the end, you're just so OP, you don't even care about that shit. So if there's more dinos like this that put the fear into you when you're running out there in the forest or the jungle, I think that's going to bring a lot of the great experience back. So I'm going to give the Troodon a 5 out of 5. So that's, in the last 7 dinosaurs here, I give 3 of them 5 out of 5, because I'm pretty excited about this one as well. And it's kind of interesting that you got to feed them domesticated dinos to tame them, so it's kind of like it seems like almost a passive tame, to where you gotta like maybe throw dodos in front of them or some shit. I'm not sure, but it's pretty cool. But then its pack hunts at nights, and it paralyzes you, and its primary prey is humans, so that's pretty terrifying and awesome. Alright, finally we got the 7th dinosaur, or 7th animal here, the Tusotwethus. Once again, I'm going to butcher these, so you gotta excuse me on that. But it says it's about 30 feet long. It first grabs you. By grabbing you, it knocks you out. Once it knocks you out, it sucks all your blood out. And then if anyone tries to attack it, it uses ink, squirts out ink as a defensive shield, so it can escape into the sea or into the darkness. Now it also says when you domesticate it here that it can produce something that can be refined into gasoline, so I imagine it just produce oils, but that you can also, I don't know if you can ride this. It wouldn't make sense if you could, but it'd be pretty sweet if you can. So it doesn't really, it says that it creates oil and that you can tame it, but that I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. I don't get too excited about sea animals, but this thing is going to put the fear into me if I ever get into deep water, that's for sure. So, let's just kind of recap here. So out of these 27 dinosaurs, these are the ones I'm most excited for. So we got this guy here, the Baryonyx, Dihanodon. I'm also very excited about this dino here, the Iguanodon. That one's going to be pretty sweet. And then this Therizinosaurus and this Thylacoleo. So that's the 4 or 5 that I'm most excited about. So if you guys enjoyed the videos, thumbs up, leave a comment, questions, let me know what you're most excited for these 27 unreleased dinosaurs. Alright, thanks guys.